This year on the fall and winter runways, red emerged as one of the hottest, or actually the hottest color this year for the fall. It is a very bold color, and because of that, it can be very intimidating for some people. You could absolutely wear red this season. You just have to know how to incorporate it. And even if you want to do it in a small way, it comes in a multitude of shades, from the most fiery poppy red on down to the deepest, darkest burgundy. And they'll all work beautifully. I'm going to talk with you about the different ways that you can incorporate this color into your fall and winter wardrobe so that you can participate in the trend. So with that said, let's jump in. Hi, welcome. My name is Auralia, and I am a personal stylist. My passion in life is to help plus size women look and feel their absolute best. I believe that everyone deserves to look and feel beautiful on the inside and the outside. Let's talk a little bit about how you can work red into your wardrobe in small ways on up to like the full shebang. I shopped my closet for all of the red garments that you're going to see me wearing. And I know for a fact that a lot of these are no longer available, but I will try my best to find you something similar if I can. And I will have that listed in the description bar down below. I would, though, encourage you to go into your closet and find the red that you have in your closet, because odds are we have at least a little bit of red in our closet. Of course, if you have no red, then I got you. As much as I can will be listed in the description bar down below. The other thing I want you to note is that while I may show these looks in a really formal, classic kind of way, I want you to know that you can layer this advice in regardless of what your own personal style is or your lifestyle. My style words are classic, elegant, and sophisticated, and so those are the things that I am going to show you here because that's what I have in my own closet, but apply it to your own personal style at will. This isn't only for those of us that have classic style. These principles can be applied to anyone. I was going to say the most subtle way, but let's face it, there is nothing subtle about red. So this is one of the easiest ways of bringing it into your wardrobe. And that is by bringing it with shoes or a handbag. Now, these things are still going to bring attention. Okay, there's no getting around it, but it's in a very, I feel like, a safer way if you're dipping your toe into wearing red, no pun intended. You could even use a scarf that has red in it and tie it onto your bag if that's a way of kind of easing into having this color in your wardrobe. The outfit that I'm showing here, I'm wearing a brown pant and a vest that's got a little bit of red in it, but I wanted to focus on the shoes that I'm wearing. I am wearing a pair of burgundy low heels that I got from Vivaya from a previous partnership, and I love these burgundy shoes. I think that they're a beautiful, they're almost like an oxblood red. It really does bring a pop of color to the outfit, and it makes a statement in its own. So you could also use a handbag in order to bring some red to the party. It's a bit more subtle, certainly not as much in your face as if you were wearing head to toe red. Definitely some things to consider when you are looking at bringing the trend or the color into your wardrobe. Moving to a bigger part of your body, but still not near your face. So for those of you that don't want to wear red close to the face, another way to do it is by doing a skirt or a pant. Now, I personally do not own any red pants. I kind of stay away from red pants because they tend to give me Santa Claus vibes. But I do have a couple of skirts that I can show you. Well, the first one is actually a dress where I'm covering the top up with my little boucle jacket. I really like this look because you get the play of red, and it's a big pop of red because it is a solid and it is a fuller, longer skirt. You could always break it up with some pattern like you see me doing here in this look, where I've got a red and black, kind of like a plaid type skirt, and I'm wearing it with a black top and a black jacket, so that way everything is kind of minimized so that the red can sing, but the red is broken up by having this pattern on it. So that's another way of doing it so that it's not so much in your face if that's a concern. It is a really great way, though, of thinking about bringing the color in. You could always bring red to the top of the outfit, and this of course is going to be closer to the face. You can go all in and maybe do a red blazer, or you could do a red top. If you were to add a blazer though to the look, it would help to break the red up some and make it a little more subtle, or you can just go all in and wear a red top. Now all I have is a short sleeve red top. If you've got anything long sleeve, you could totally do that instead. You don't have to do it with a pair of trousers either. You could always do it with jeans, with leggings, with any kind of bottom that you tend to wear most. You could bring a red top in, whether that be a t-shirt, a sweater, just a red top of some sort that you might have in your closet or you might want to pick up for yourself. Now here I am showing this red sweater tank and a navy pleated skirt and some navy blue shoes. And I really love this look because it is pairing blue with red, which I think is a really beautiful color combination as well. It's a very classic color combination. And then I am breaking the look up by adding a blazer to the outfit so that way it's not quite as much red. It is broken up with the blazer, and this is what I'm talking about. You know, you can use the other pieces of your wardrobe to help kind of tone things down a little bit or work in conjunction and create a very beautiful look. Then of course I've got a printed shirt. Now this shirt though is a red on red with a little bit of blush pink kind of print. Still pretty bold, but broken up a little bit with some print, and I'm wearing it with a faux leather skirt, a belt, and a pair of nude shoes. Just like you did on the bottom with breaking the red up with a print, you could definitely do that on top as well. And it could be even a more subtle print that just has little pops of red in it. It doesn't have to be something that is the red on red kind of print. Then you could go for the whole shebang and you could do head to toe red. The way that I like to do it is with a dress. Again, because I don't own any red pants and I certainly don't own a red suit. I don't own a red blazer actually. You could also do it with a suit if you wanted to, but my preference is a dress. And what I'm showing here is a beautiful oxblood red dress, which is kind of another way of saying burgundy. But the dress is definitely a head to toe though, because it does have a turtleneck and long sleeves, and it goes all the way down to the floor. And then I'm pairing it with my burgundy low heels from Vivaya. You get that head to toe red, but it's not like a super bright red. It's actually a deeper red. Still very noticeable. It still packs a punch. For the second look, I am again wearing a burgundy dress. This one's a little bit deeper in tone, but it is not a head to toe dress. It's broken up a little bit because of the length. This is another beautiful way of wearing the red trend without having to do like a brilliantly bright red. What I truly love about red is that it works so well with almost every color that you pair it with, but especially with neutrals. I think that red is a wonderful way of breaking up an all neutral look. And you could absolutely wear red, you know, with black. You could wear it with brown. You could wear it with gray. I think that's a beautiful combination. Navy blue, olive green even, and even like a blush pink. I think that a blush pink, while it's not like formally been named a neutral, I think it does run neutral because it is a pinky beige kind of color. It works really well with red, especially burgundy, I think. Those two colors work so well together. Red with camel or tan as well. I think that that's a great option. Now don't be afraid though of wearing different shades of red or doing like a tonal look like I'm showing you here. I've got that really deep burgundy dress, and then I've got the red coat over it, and I'm playing tone on tone even though they are fairly far apart on the spectrum. They still work well together, of course, because they are in the same color family. And then with the tan accessories, it's just like, ooh, so good. It's one of those colors, though, like I said, that you could wear with anything and it's going to look really beautiful. Now, the one color that I would caution against is yellow, but not because it looks bad. I don't think it does, but a lot of people tend to think like McDonald's. when you make that color combination. I know once I did a red dress with a yellow bag, and I got a lot of like, ugh, you know, people were not happy with that particular color combination. It will look beautiful with pretty much everything else though. There is another way of playing with this trend and incorporating red into your fall and winter looks where you don't have to make a commitment for your wardrobe. And that is either your lipstick or your nails. Either one of those is a beautiful, very subtle and easy way of bringing red into the mix. I'm going to start out with nails. The only nail polish, the only red nail polish that I can recommend, because it is my go-to if I'm going to do a red nail, it's the color that I can recommend is China Glaze Ruby Slippers. Ruby Slippers is the most beautiful, beautiful shade of glittery red. It is not an obnoxious glittery red. It is actually quite subtle, really, really beautiful. It's one of my favorite shades to wear, especially around the holidays. But honestly, I could wear this shade all year round because it is such a beautiful shade of red for the nails or the toenails. So that's my one nail polish recommendation. Lipsticks are a different story. Now, I don't like doing a glossy red lip, like a really red lip that's glossy. Red is a very, very tricky color, even in a matte. And a glossy red has a tendency of getting everywhere. It just moves around too much, and it's a recipe for disaster in my opinion, because you could get it on your teeth if the wind blows and your hair gets into your lip gloss and you go to pull it out, you end up with red streaks on your cheek and you have a hard time getting rid of them. It could bleed out of the lip line, or it could get blurry around the lip line, and with red, you want to definitely have a precise lip line because it's a very unforgiving lipstick color, but looks stunning on everyone. My advice is stay away from a glossy red lip. Now, if you want to do a sheer red though, something that's very, very subtle, that's only going to give just the slightest hint of red, then I would go with a lip oil. My favorites are the Merit Shade Slicks, and the one that I'm showing you here is Sangria. And while it looks really, really deep in the little bottle, it goes on very sheer. So you have almost like a very sheer, winey berry wash on your lips. So there's no danger with this one. If you get it, you know, on your face or whatever, it's not really going to be noticeable or leave red where you have to kind of like work at getting it off and then you've ruined your makeup. This is a really beautiful, subtle, and wonderful lip oil formula, I think. It's just got a really beautiful pillowiness about it. I just love the Merit Shade Slicks. They're my favorites. Another really good red that I've got a tube of it, but I can't find it. It is Charlotte Tilbury's Matte Revolution lipstick in Red Carpet Red. That's a very, very beautiful matte red lipstick. It's not long wearing. It will eventually go away, but you don't have to be overly careful with it either. It actually stays put really, really well. And it is a beautiful shade of red, I think. It's very classic, true red. Another one is Ruby Woo by MAC, but I find that one to be very, very drying, so I don't really like it. The other two long wearing red lipstick recommendations that I have they're my favorites, and I think that the formulas for both are phenomenal, and they're drugstore on top of that. The first one that I'm showing you is the Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon, and this one is really awesome because it's got a very, very, very lightweight formula that you could barely feel. What I like about it is that it has a sharp point, and you can sharpen it as well because there's a little sharpener at the very bottom of the tube. It acts as your lip liner, and then you can fill in with it, and it's such a lightweight formula. It's like air. It glides on the lips beautifully, and then it stays put, and it doesn't move around a whole lot at all. I know that I've worn mine for like about 8 or 9 hours and there's still, you know, lipstick there. Now, if I eat something like with oil, it will come off in the middle, but all you have to do is just give a quick reapply and it stays put for the rest of the day. So that's a really wonderful formula, very lightweight. You don't feel it on the lips. It's not drying in the least. The other is its sister product, and it is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Liquid Ink. and that's their liquid lipstick. By the way, the Maybelline shade was called Own Your Empire. It's a true red. And then the one I'm showing you here is called Pioneer. And this particular liquid lipstick is probably the most comfortable liquid lipstick that I've ever worn. It goes on like water. It's got a very, very watery consistency. I like the applicator tip because it does have a point on it, you know, the doe foot. It has enough precision for you to be able to use to line your lips, and then you fill in. You let it dry, and it does stay a little bit tacky for about maybe 15 minutes or so. There's just a little bit of tack on it, but then it completely dries down, and I'm telling you guys, this particular lipstick will not budge. You won't have it on your teeth, you won't have it on your cheek, it won't even be on your hand. It stays put for a solid 12 to 16 hours, just depending on whether or not you eat something oily. If you eat something oily, you'll only have just a little part of your lips that get bare. Just reapply in those spots. That's all you have to do, and it will last you the entire day. Fantastic, fantastic formula as far as liquid lipsticks are concerned. You don't feel it. It's not drying. It's very, very comfortable. I've been wearing this one now for about 2.5 hours and still going strong, still feels really good. I don't feel like my lips are parched in any way, shape, or form. This is a stunning, stunning lipstick, guys, and so, so good. And I love the fact that it's from the drugstore and that it is incredibly comfortable to wear, even on mature lips. My 3 words are classic, elegant, and sophisticated. I tend to veer towards neutrals a lot, but really adding a pop of red is such a beautiful thing to do. It makes such a wonderful statement in your wardrobe. And like I said, it is definitely a look at me kind of color that you shouldn't shy away from. I'm gonna leave you with my fall winter 2024 trends video here, the ones that I like that I think are great for plus size women. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. And I hope to see you in that video. Bye.